All right, 5 powerful ritual every family needs. Welcome to Parenting with Coach Ayolua. My name is Ayolua Adedeji, and I am glad to have you here this evening. Today, we are looking into another interesting topic: 5 powerful rituals every family needs. Most family prays for connection. You know, they think that connection will grow naturally within a family, but that's not true. Most families are missing the single secret that transforms daily chaos into deep connection, and that is what we are talking about today. And if you don't do this, your children will grow up feeling distance even though you are living together as a family. Your family will stay under the same roof, yet you will stay apart. Do you get what I mean? I have seen families living together, they have children under their roofs, yet the children are far away. They don't even know where exactly their children are. So today, I want to talk about how we can transform our families using 5 simple um, family rituals. These rituals are simple, they are powerful, and they are underestimated. By the time we are done, you will understand what and how you need to go about this. Have you ever wondered why some families seems unshakable, even though they are far apart, but there's connection? They are still connected. There's this unity. I've also seen families like that some are not even in the same country. One in Canada, maybe a sibling in Canada, another in US, another one in South Africa, yet they are connected. They seems unshakable, full of joy, while others struggle just to get through dinner without tension. So today I'm sharing 5 powerful family rituals that you can start immediately. Immediately, as soon as we end this session, you can start this ritual to build a strong family culture. Rituals that strengthens family values, that strengthens what you stand for, that creates consistent routines, and that brings joy to your everyday life. So even if your schedule is scary, you are busy, you work 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, your schedule is always tight. Trust me, you can still work with these rituals, and you will get your families connected. You will get your families connected. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So I've spent close to a decade helping families, working with children, helping parents cultivate thriving family cultures, family rituals, and I've seen firsthand how these rituals change relationships at home. Not only that I've seen it, I have used these rituals and it has helped my family to stay connected. During this session, I'll be explaining how I am able to implement these rituals and the improvement, the positive impact these rituals has given us as a family. By the end of this live session, you will walk away with 5 actionable rituals. Like I said, there are things that you can start using now. As soon as we finish this session, you can start practicing this ritual. Of course, maybe these are things that you know, but you just don't know how to schedule them. You just don't know that they are powerful tools that can bring your family together, that can help you reinforce your family values, your family routines, even your family vision. Hmm. And by the way, if you are listening to me, you are parenting in this era and you don't have your family system installed, you are wrong. I've been screaming it. If you have been watching Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ailua on Facebook, you will know hardly will I go live and I will not talk about having your family system installed. Why? Because I know firsthand that having your family system installed is a life changer. It's like having your family blueprint is a thing you would use and you will hand over to the next generation. So if you don't have your family system installed, trust me, everything is wrong with your parenting. Trust me. Everything, everything is wrong with your parenting. Everything is wrong with your parenting. So you need to get your family system installed. So when part of the things that we do when we are installing family system is getting rituals like this, your routine, how to implement your family vision, your family values, and all of that. All right. So you will also get a free gift. Today is a special day. Remember, today is Valentine. Oh, and my children have been telling me, Mommy, today is Valentine. You will tell your audience that today is Valentine. My daughter said, you will tell them that today is the day we will love our children more and all of that. Happy Valentine. All right. Happy Valentine. Okay. So I'm giving you a free gift. You are going away with a gift that will help you to implement this ritual immediately. In case you are confused, maybe even after this session, you're like, what is coach even saying? I don't even understand how to start. I can't even, wrap my head around what I will do. I have created something special for you that will help you to start immediately. All you need is intentionality. Like I do say, parenting is not about perfection. Parenting is not about perfection. It's about being consistent, awareness, intentionality. And you will be amazed by what little habits, little improvements, little intentionality will do to your family. So let's go in now. The first ritual is family mealtime connection. Family mealtime connection. Meals are more than nutrition. If you think eating as a family is just about nutrition, it's just about having enough protein, it's just about having balanced diet. Of course, all these are important. There's no doubt about it. I agree with you. But family meal does more than feeding our body with nutrition. Family meal, they are sacred, they are intentional moments to connect with your children and to connect as a family, to connect as a spouse. So in today's fast-paced world, there are many activities. We have to keep up with work. We have to keep up with religious activities. We have to keep up with medicals. We have to do chores, do all of this. It is very easy to have rushed meal time. Sometimes in the breakfast, during breakfast, the father is having the coffee, the mother, maybe the mom is preparing the lunch pack for the children. You are rushing the children to have their cereals and all of that, and everybody is rushing just to keep up with their morning. Distracted activities, or just like a chaos morning. But sadly, we are used to these things and we think they are normal things, but hey, they are not normal and we can do better. We can schedule our money or our meal time. It doesn't have to be morning, or our meal time, to be a connection moment, a time that we connect, that we stay together physically and mentally as a family. As a family. So, family meal is a powerful anchor for family culture. Is a powerful anchor for family culture. That is how powerful mealtime is. By creating a family mealtime connection ritual, you turn ordinary dinner into opportunity for listening, for teaching, for bonding, for modeling values. For modeling values. So don't just think that when you're having meal as a family, everybody is just seated, and you're eating. And there's this popular saying that we grew up, that when you are eating, no talking, table manner. Yes, table manner. Stop, don't talk while eating. Take a little at a time. Stop eating like a goat, something like that. I know in those days when I was in primary school, this is something we chorus. Yes, I agree that table manners, but meal time is sometimes, that is when we as a family we have meaningful conversation. That is when our children are able to express themselves, reflect on their day, and share with us their challenges, because we have taken family meal time more than a time that we just feed our body with food. We have created a system around our meal time that gives room for connection and bonding. And that's why I said that family meal time is more than nutrition. All right. So let me bring this idea to life. Okay. So there was this parents I worked with. They have two kids, one 8, I think another one is 12. And dinner was a battle too. Screen everywhere, minimal conversation, everybody is just serious, like and there's constant tension, especially when this happens, even when you have picky eaters, when you have children that struggle with eating, you are feeding your child, you are tensed and all of that. This is similar to this family. So, and they decided to have this no device at dinner ritual. And that's one of the ritual that I have installed in our family. During meal time, no screen, no TV, no phone, no laptop, nothing. We are together as a family and we are bonding. Few weeks into implementing this ritual, something amazing happened. They began to notice changes, and their children voluntarily started sharing highlights, their challenges, their fears, and all of that. A child even opened up about the bullying incident that was going on in his school. That is how powerful we can turn mealtime into. This is a conversation that they never had, and it became open during mealtime. All right, during mealtime. So, what's the key takeaway here? Ritual is not just about rules. Rituals is not about creating a safe space where every family member feels heard, seen, and valued. Let me take this again. I said, family ritual is not just about rule. It's not just about, don't do this. This is how we do in our family. This is how we don't do. This is not what we do, and all of that. No. Family ritual is not about rule. It's about creating a safe space, a safe environment, conducive environment where every family member feels seen, feel heard, and feel valued. Feel valued. It's about creating a safe space. So let me give you an actionable implementation. You'll be with this, you'll be able to implement. You don't have to implement all the 5 rituals. You can choose anyone that you are comfortable with. Just make sure you do something. after this session, or if you are catching the replay of this session, just make sure that you pick something. It could be this meal time, it could be another thing that I'm going to discuss on this session. So I want to give you practical steps, actionable implementation that you can use to, begin to have your meal time as a moment of connection. Okay, so pick at least one shared meal time a day. I don't know, for those of you that are watching me from outside Nigeria, I don't know, but in Nigeria, I don't think it is almost impossible for a family to have 3 square meal or two meal as a family together. I don't think, maybe except during weekends. Yes, maybe during weekend, but I don't think that is actually possible in Nigeria of this day. So you can choose just one. If it is dinner, choose that. It's not about perfection. Just be consistent. If it's breakfast, if it's lunch, if it's weekend, even if it is monthly, it is okay. The key here is consistency, not perfection. Consistency, not perfection. So if your schedule are tight, you can start with 2 or 3 times a week and then increase it as your family dynamics, changes. Also, eliminate distractions. One of the things that rob us of the benefit of having family meal time is distractions. You are eating, you are on phone, you are on call, you are eating, you are watching TV, you are eating as a family, you have your laptop, you are working on your laptop. That's not a good habit. For over for about 3 years now, if not more than, that's one of the things that we hold in high esteem in our family. And if we as parents, myself or my husband, if we are carried away and we are eating and we are pressing phone or we are receiving call, you will hear our children cry, "No screen during meal time, mommy, put your phone down, you are breaking our family rules." They have internalized that value. So set a family rule. Everyone is fully present physically, mentally, psychologically, and every possible presence come with your dining table. You can place a basket for all devices at the door to make it fun and practical. For us, we have internalized this value, so we don't need. Of course, our children are really away from screen. We are heavy users because we work online. I and my husband, most times we are working online, but this is what we have been able to install. When we are eating, TV is off, phones off, laptop. Sometimes we keep our phones even in bedroom when we are in the dining table. All right, the third thing to do is use structured conversation starter. Although we are not using this, but you can implement this if you are just starting. If we are just starting, so you can use structured conversation starters. High and lows, each person will share their highs during the day or their low moments during the day. You can also use something I designed, and I call it rose turn boards. Rose means one positive thing that happened to you that day. Turn means one challenge. You can see how you can make your meal time very interesting. And board means the things you are looking forward to. Then model core values during meal time. Don't tell your children to stay away from screen, and that is when you are listening to news. You must model value. Parenting is about modeling. Parenting is about modeling. Our children listen to what we do more than what we say. It's not true when you say, "My children doesn't listen. My children doesn't listen to me." No, they have ears. They hear. But their ears pick what you are doing more than what you are telling them. So Parenting is about modeling. Like I normally say that if as a parent, if we are able to model the values, the habits, the character, the virtue we want to see in our children, if we are able to model it, 70 to 80% of our job is done. And we won't struggle with parenting. But sadly, we say something and we do something. And our children are following what we say. And oftentimes, it is what we say, it is what we want that we say. Most of us, we don't do what we want. We tell our children what we want, but we don't do it. All right. So also celebrate small wins. Your meal time can be a moment of celebration. Maybe your child tries, if you have a pecky eaters, your child tries a new vegetable, celebrate it. There's no little win. There's no small win. So compliment your children. Did someone share honestly about a hard day? Validate the courage. These are ways that you can um, make your meal time a ritual that changes the trajectory of your parenting. The goal here is not about perfection, I have said it, or about silence. It's not about presenting a perfect family. No, it's not about it. The goal is about intentionality and emotional connection. Intentionality and emotional connection. Even if one family meal in a week is fully connected, you have a meal as a family weekly, one meal, and you are connected, you are building trust, you are building relational safety, you are building connection. Remember that children learn culture by observation. Children learn culture by observation. By observation, not by lectures, not at all. So showing up consistently at the table is more powerful than any sermon on family values. I hope you get that. Let's move to the second ritual. The second ritual is weekly family huddle. Oh, how I love this. I so much love this. Family huddle. A weekly family huddle is a short, intentional meeting. Again, if you don't have your family system installed, as a matter of fact, you can feel confused. You can, maybe as you are listening to me, you'll be wondering, what is it? What is she even saying? But those of us that have our family system installed, we will understand and will go along with what I'm saying. A weekly family huddle is a short intentional meeting that gives your family connection, clarity, connection, and shared purpose. A lot of us are parenting on autopilot, and that's why our children are doing anyhow. I've heard parents complain to me, we are Christian families. My child went to school and she started fixing nails. My child went to school and he locked his hair. He was carrying what is this thing? Dreadlock, and that's not what we want as a family. And usually my question will be, did you actually pass your family value across to your child in a clear sense? A lot of us just assume. We assume that because we are taking our children to church, because our children are under our roof, because we do morning devotion, our children supposed to just grab everything that we want them to do. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So think of it as a weekly family check-in where everyone's voice is heard, where you plan together, where your plans are aligned together as a family, and where emotional bonds are strengthened. Don't assume that connection will happen spontaneously because you are family, because you are the father, because you are providing food for your children, because you provide shelter. Connection will just happen. Hey, you are kidding. It's not going to happen spontaneously. It requires intentionality and consistency. Intentionality and consistency. Connection is built intentionality. Connection within a family system is not assumed. Don't assume it. A lot of us even think that our children will We love us because we are the parents. A lot of us even think that because we have siblings, because our children are from the same family, they are from the same father, the same mother, we think they will just stay connected, they will just love each other like that. It doesn't happen. It requires intentionality. It requires intentionality. So having family huddle, weekly family huddle, brings about remarkable changes. Arguments decreases when you have this as your family ritual. You will notice if you are consistent with it, arguments, even as a family between siblings, will decrease because expectations will be made clear. Children will feel more involved. Sometimes it is during this our meeting that we plan, we agree on things that we want to do on our families. When we are planning an event, sometimes we give room for our children to contribute to what we want to do as a family, and everybody is feel involved. There's a sense of unity, there's a sense of connectivity between us as a family. You will notice laughter, storytelling. Oh, if you have not been doing this, come on, you are missing. You are missing, honestly. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your children because you are robbing them of great opportunity. Even 30 minutes a week, it's okay. It can transform your family's culture and communication. 30 minutes a week, we do as weekly, sorry, monthly. We have a major meeting monthly as a family that lasts for about 1 hour. But most times, we even spend up to 2 hours without us knowing. Sometimes our children will, Mommy, let's continue. Daddy, let's continue this meeting. And every day we meet. Yes, we have a meeting every night, except on rare cases. Maybe an emergency comes up, maybe we went out. On rare occasion, every day we meet as a family. We have a connection moment as a family. And I can tell you that this has really improved our connectivity as a family. So let me give you this actionable implementation plan for this also. Also, pick a consistent daytime. Ours is night. If that works for you, you can have your family all do at night. If it's morning, if it's convenient for you, why not? If it's on Sunday, Saturday, any day, just be consistent and keep it short. At least if you are just starting, keep it short. If you are consistent and you continue, you will see that your children will not even want you to stop. Like us, sometimes we have to beg our children that we are tired. Please, let's go and rest. We will continue some other time. That is how fun we have been able to make our family audio look like. So consistency matters than duration. It doesn't have to be for long hours. Just be consistent. Set a simple structure agenda. Sometimes I tell our children to come up with the agenda for our meeting, and they will write out the order of the meeting. They will set up the meeting, who leads, what's the next thing, and all of that. So you can set a simple structure agenda. Give each of the family member role. You be the timekeeper. We have a secretary. Our son is our secretary. Our son is our secretary. All right. So each family member shares one positive moment from the past week. You can also discuss challenges. This is also time to talk about your challenges as a family, your difficulties, with empathy and problem solving. All right. So the next one is include fun, reflection, or engagement game. For us, is reflection. Like I told you, every time, every day we meet. And one thing that we do that we have been able to implement for years now is something we call gratitude reflection. All of us, we come together as a family, no matter how tough our day has been, no matter how stressful, we come together and we talk about what we are grateful for. We look back from the morning, and sometimes I used to be amazed the way these children will articulate, will reflect and talk about their day. Yeah, I think yesterday, our baby, her 3-year-old baby, when we were doing gratitude reflection, he started from the very time he woke up. How he prepared, how he went to school, how daddy took them to school, and all of that. And I was like, wow, I envy these children. I just wish that I had this opportunity, that I had this opportunity while growing up. So include fun. This makes it fun. Sometimes it is when they are sharing the reflection, we laugh, we gist, just to make it fun and enjoyable. If you have the time, you can introduce games. Sometimes we have game. Like 2 days ago, during our connection time, we had game, just a simple game as a family, and we closed our days, with fun. You can also have visual aids and tools like whiteboards or stick notes, anything that works for you. Just be consistent. Remember, I told you that I have a gift for you. So when you are done on this session, there's a link in the description section where you can download the gifts that I have for you. Also, reinforce core values. Reinforce your core values. I like values naturally, like teamwork, kindness, responsibility, honesty, love, discipline, and all of that. One of the ways that we do all these things is that we give responsibilities to our children. We give them things to work on together as a family, to teach them teamwork. We create activities to help them, to learn kindness, responsibility, honesty, and all of that. And celebrate moments where values were lived. Celebrate it. Like I said, there's no little win. Celebrate. It is important. The goal is connection, not control. This is not where you control and you say, hey, you're not supposed to do it this way. Hey, don't do this, don't do that, and all of that. No. Connection time is a time out of complain, control. Sometimes we just leave our children to do anyhow during our connection moment. They do anyhow. Sometimes we even pack our furnitures, we pack our chairs, and we have fun. We play, we gist, and everybody will go to bed happy. All right. So make it fun and collaborative. With this family audio, you can also teach your children leadership, responsibility. Give them role, give them assignments. Sit back. Don't always be in control. No. Allow them to lead. Let them make mistakes. Let them make errors. Let them fail. Let them try again. Consistency is the goal. All right. So the next ritual is bedtime reflection and affirmation. Bedtime, and this is similar to what I said we as a family have been doing. Ending the day intentionally with reflection and affirmation. And oh, I love this. Like I've been saying, this is what we have been doing. And this reinforces values, emotional security. Your children feel secure. Sometimes the day is hard. Maybe they were bullied at school. They struggle with one subject. They struggle with their own fun. They are emotionally down. A lot of things go wrong with our children that they cannot explain, that they don't yet have language, verbal expression, that they can't express verbally. And that's why I keep saying that one of the skills that parents need is play therapy skill. By the way, very soon our play therapy course will be on. It's going to be a game changer for parents. All right. Why? Because play is the language that children understand. And in doing this, your meal time, family huddle, bedtime reflection and affirmation, you are introducing play. The big concept that you have been teaching your children that your children cannot understand. If you introduce play, you will be amazed how they will get it and they will internalize it. Some things that I taught my children through play, even when I have forgotten, they will even be the one telling me, teaching me. Sometimes with storytelling, they will be, Mommy, let me tell you the story you told us. You told us this story. And they will internalize that value because The language that children understand best is play. That's why I feel sorry when parents are complaining that my child is playing too much. My 4-year-old child loves to play. You are missing something. Today is not about play. Maybe in another session uh we'll talk about play. So ending the day intentionally with reflection and affirmation reinforces value, emotional security, and relational closeness. This isn't just about calm down ritual. No, it's not just about calm down. It is a bridge between the busy day and your child's sense of safety and belonging. It is a bridge. It is a bridge. So many things happen. Oh, I just wish that we are patient enough to allow our children to tell us things that they are able to express. When children feel heard and appreciated before they sleep, it strengthens their self-esteem, it strengthens their sleep quality. There's nothing as peaceful as going to bed knowing fully well that you are safe, that you are connected. And it builds habits of gratitude. In one of these sessions, I will talk about the power of gratitude in parenting. You see all these little things that we don't take seriously. They are life skills that we need to get our children to internalize. I discovered something great about gratitude, and I created a system in our family about gratitude. Gratitude is what we practice every day. Every day. Don't worry, don't let me digress. There'll be another time for that. All right. So, like I said, in my own, bedtime is sacred. Bedtime is sacred. Every night we sit together, we read Bible story for our children every blessed night. Every blessed night we read to them. We started when our daughter was 3 years old. Yes, when our daughter was 3 years old, and we have been consistently doing that till now. She's 8 years now. We have been consistently doing that, and we ask them, what are you grateful for? They have roster. They came up with roster. They have the person that is doing on Monday, another person will lead on Tuesday, another person on Thursday, and all of that and all of that. And we have been able to bring ourselves together. One thing that we are struggling with is that we have not been able to keep it brief, and most times it will end up in, it's time to go to bed, we need to sleep early so that we can wake up healthy, and all of that. So let me share practical steps that you can use to implement this. Pick one activity. It could be gratitude reflection, it could be storytelling, it could just be gisting time, depending on your family dynamics. It doesn't have to be what I am doing. Just choose anything that works for you as a family, according to your family vision, your family values, what you stand for as a family. It could be reflection, it could be affirmation, it could be just something that brings you together as a family. For us, we have our affirmations in the morning. If it works for you in the night, why not go ahead and do that? Then keep it short, at least for a start. Consistency, like I said, is important than duration. Then you can read a short story. Okay, I've talked about that. All right. So the goal here again is not about is about connection, not correction. Let your children speak freely. Let them express themselves. Let them do anyhow. So that when they go out, they will not do anyhow. All right. So the fourth ritual is family celebration. And this will amaze you. I know when we talk about celebration, when we when we talk about celebrating and all of that, we think we need to break our bank before we can celebrate. Honestly, you can have a celebration without spending how will I say it? You don't need to break your bank. You don't need to empty your excuse me. You don't need to empty your bank account to celebrate. I mean, we have had party in this house that I didn't have to go to markets. There was a night we had for a few times that we had dance party. What did we do? We pack our chairs, pack our tables, we on our music, and we were dancing. All of us, we danced for about an hour. That's celebration. We have had party that I spent less than 2,000 naira. It's just about creativity. It's just about creativity. That's all. During the season of these peanuts, I mean, yes, is it peanuts or granuts? The cooked one. I will just buy reasonable quantity, pour it in a tray, we wash our hands, and we eat together in tray, and we are gisting, we are having party. It could be tea party, it could be story party. It's just about creativity, just creating activities that will bring you together as a family, that will increase your connectivity. All right. So sometimes there was a I think last session, we had a party when our children completed the term. We had a party. I think we had a little refreshment, but we just talked, we celebrated them, waking up 5 a.m. every day, dressing up for school. Even the days they don't feel like going to school, they still have to get up, they have to do their own fun every day and all of that. We celebrated them. We recognized those little wins. And after that, we carried them one by one and we swing them in the hair, you know, turn around, taking them around. I did for the three of them, my husband did for the three of them, and it was like fun. And our son was like, ah, I'm flying in the hair. Oh, as in, it was, we could see the expression that they were actually having fun. We ended the party. The following day, we were having morning devotion. So I was doing morning devotion with them. And at a point, our son said, Jesus. I was scared. I said, what is that? What happened? He said, Mommy, did you remember yesterday that daddy carried me and swing me? I was flying in the sky. Can you imagine that? So he went to bed with that comfort, with that safety, with that assurance that he belongs to a family. And he woke up. Hey, what am I saying, essence? Recognizing milestones, wins, doesn't need elaborate party. It doesn't need elaborate party. Celebrating or recognizing personal uniqueness, it strengthens uh, um, belongings and shared identity. Shared identity. Celebration don't need to be big. Yes, if you can make it big, it's not that there's something bad about that, but we are also conscious that we don't want our children to be unnecessarily party conscious. No, we don't want that. Yes, you can celebrate on a low key and still be happy. I have had a birthday that I told everyone, I told my husband, I do not want social media posts. I don't even want cake. I just want to be. I just want to be. I'm happy, I'm okay, but I just want to be. It doesn't have to be big. You just need to be intentional, joyful, and inclusive, bringing your family together. Celebration creates memories. Celebration creates memory, and that is the goal. And it shows children that their efforts, their strength, their progress, their uniqueness are noticed, are identified, and are celebrated. All right. Okay. So let me also give you a practical steps. Schedule at least one monthly celebration. It could be birthday, honestly. It could be mid-term celebration. Usually we do have mid-term celebration. We have uh, um, term, yes, term. When a term is ending, we celebrate. When a session is ending, we celebrate. We celebrate. We celebrate. Reason why some of us, when we were growing up, we love to sneak out to parties is because our parents didn't know, they were not aware that they need to create a celebration scene in the home. For children, celebration is a thing. If you don't make your home a celebration zone, little celebration will attract them outside. But if you are creative enough, there are different events you celebrate, you have parties and all of that in your home, nothing will attract them as such outside. So schedule at least one monthly celebration. It could be quarterly, just anything, how it works for your family. What is important is consistency, as I've been saying. Make it predictable and fun. Make it predictable and fun. In our family, every birthday, from January, they are screaming everybody's birthday because they know it's predictable. They know what they are expecting. They know that during your birthday, that day you are excluded from chores. You are not going to do chores. We will do everything for you. You will just balance well. So they are looking forward to their birthday because they know, on my birthday I'm not going to sweep, I'm not going to wash plates, they will cook for me, they will serve me, and all of that. Make it predictable and fun so that children can anticipate. That is the beauty of it. Rotate who plans it. Rotate it to teach your children leadership, to teach them how to take responsibility. Give them responsibility. Let them plan. Sometimes we allow our children to plan meal for events. There's a celebration we are planning now, and we are still contemplating. We are asking them, okay, what food should we have for this celebration? What should we do? What should we cook? What should we not cook? And all of that. You can include games. You can include awards. You can include favorites meal and all of that, just to make it fun. Then, if possible, you can make it a weekly celebration. Like I said, in fact, see, it's we parents that we expect too much. We want to do so much. Our children, what they want is presence. Is our presence. They just want us to be present. Sometimes, it's I5. With I5, your children are okay. Sometimes when our children do something, I'm like, hey, what you they say, mommy, give me I5. Sometimes, mommy, give me a hug. And they're okay. Sometimes, say, mommy, just carry me. Daddy, just carry me. And there was a day where they did something, and I said, I promise you something. I'll get you something for this thing that you did. They said, mommy, what? I said, don't worry, I'll surprise you. They said, please, we don't want hug. We don't want kiss. We don't want I5. We want edible things. We want something that we can eat. All right? Because I'm just trying to make it fun, to let them know that even with little, you can be happy. You can build connection. You can stay together as a family. Make it interactive. Make it interactive. Let there be mini performance. Yes, sometimes our children perform. We sit down, they sing, they dance, they do choreography, we laugh and all of that. There are things to do, honestly. We just need to be creative. Celebration is not about perfection or expensive gifts, but it's about intentional recognition. If you have money, you want to give gift, is okay, but that's not the goal. That is not the goal. It is recognition of strength, recognition of resilience, recognition of ability, recognition of sacrifice, and all of that. Children internalize that their efforts, their uniqueness, and their contribution matters. When you celebrate even after a term, your child didn't have hundreds all over in all his or subjects, but your child wakes up every day, dresses up for school. Even as adult, there are times you wake up and you just feel like, I just feel like wrapping up myself under this duvet and continue to sleep. It happens like that. I think on Thursday, when we woke up, I told my husband, I said, please go and prepare the children. I think I still need to be in bed. There are days like that, even for children, they feel that way too. Yes, they get up, we encourage them, they get up, they dress up, they go to school every day. And you don't celebrate them because they didn't take first position. You are wrong. You are wrong. So this reinforces family identity and it teaches gratitude. It teaches them to celebrate others. A lot of us don't know how to celebrate others because we were not taught how to celebrate. Is a skill that we need to teach our children. Now, the fifth one is shared values in action. Shared values in action. Rituals are not just events. They are not just events. They are practical expressions. Rituals are not just events. They are practical expressions of family core values. Family's core values, what you stand for. When families intentionally connect rituals to to values, children internalize those values. True lived experiences, not lecture. Remember I said earlier that children internalizes values through observation, not through lecture. You see all these lectures that we do. Hey, don't do this. This is what we should do. This is how you should do it. I'm not saying it's not working. No, it works. But when we live what we are saying, our children learn best. They don't just learn, they internalize it. And when we are not there, these lessons popped up and it guides them in making decisions. So values become habits when children see them model. Values become habits when our children see us modeling them consistently and celebrated through actions. All right. What are the practical steps that you can use to implement this fifth ritual? Number one, define 3 to 5 core family values. Again, I'm talking about family system installation. If you don't have your family system installed, of course, you may not even have your family core values spelled out. You know that as a family, as as a Christian family, you know that you value honesty, but have you created a system? Have you made it clear, to your children? Have you agreed as a family that excuse me, that this is what we stand for? This is our core values. If you have not done that, again, you are wrong. So you need to define it. Let your children know. One of the things that we teach our children before they go to school, before they resume school, is our family vision and our family core values. Our family vision. Even the baby of the house can tell us, can say it offhand. We have our family values and our family vision and our family core values in all our rooms. In all our rooms in our house. So you turn to the right, you see it. You turn to the left, you see it. You look at the front, you see it. You turn back, you see it. Everywhere you go, you see it. So that they will be able to internalize it. Values like kindness, like honesty, like hard work, like leadership, like discipline, like honor, teamwork, responsibility, whichever one you stand for as a family. So design one ritual per value. Design a ritual per value. For us, as I've said, one of the things that we have, one of the systems that we have put in place for our family vision, for our family core values to be internalized is daily connection. We have daily connection with ourselves as a family. So if your family, if one of your core family value is kindness, you can design a ritual like volunteering together, like performing acts of service and all of that. You can, just create a system that will help you to implement that family value. If it is honesty, you can share lessons learned from mistakes weekly so that your children will have opportunities to express themselves, to say things the way they are. If it is gratitude, you can write notes or verbal expression daily to express themselves, to show gratitude daily, and all of that. So, what is okay? So, the mindset shift for you as a parent is that the ritual's power is consistency and modeling. If you do it today, you do it 2 weeks, and a month, you forgot. After 1 month, you then we have a family value, or we have a family ritual. Oh yeah, let's, you won't get the desired results. Consistency and modeling, that is the power of ritual. So all these 5 family rituals that I've discussed, if you want to implement it, like I said in the introduction, you don't have to implement the 5 at a time. Of course, almost all of this, we have it in our families, and that's fine. But if you are starting, you don't have to start with the old 5. You can pick one, be consistent about it, be sure that it has been registered, it has been internalized in your family. Every member of the family, aligns with it. Then you can introduce another one. Just be consistent. Just be consistent. It doesn't have to be for long hours. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, if time permits, it's okay. Children absorb values best through experience and observation, and not lectures. Rituals reinforces invisible culture of your home. Let me say this again. Rituals reinforces the invisible culture of your home. The invisible culture of your home. And when your children grow and they grow out of your home, this ritual will, still be alive, and they will still live the invisible culture. There are some things that I still live now. It's on my default setting. Yes, it's on my default setting. Why? Because my parents are able to reinforce that invisible culture. One of it is morning devotion. Morning devotion. No matter how apart our family is, and when I talk about being apart, I mean being apart. There is this thing that my father did consistently, is gathering us together as a family to pray in the morning. Even when we have issues that we are yet to resolve, we have challenges, that bitterness, that this and all of that, he was able to bring us together as a family every day to pray. That is one of the invisible culture. And that is what we have been able to continue also. And it's also shape behavior naturally. Naturally. So define your family core values today and design one ritual for each of them. That is what you are. Let me say, this is your own fun. Although you will not submit to me, just make sure you implement it for your family. If you do this, trust me that if you are consistent, gradually you will begin to notice some positive improvements. you begin to notice something different gradually, gradually, gradually. So if you want that, the gifts that I promised, I did not forget, I designed a free gift on creating a family value map. Click the description. The link is in the description. So click it, you download it. If you have any question or you have any challenge as how to go about it, how to use them, please feel free to get across to me. Once again, my name is Ayoluwa Adedeji. I'm the founder and the lead consultant at the Modern Family Focus. If you have learned anything in today's live session, subscribe to this YouTube channel. The lessons you are leaving this session with, I love to hear from you. Put it in the chat box, share the link to this video, invite your friends, invite your neighbors, invite your children's teacher. Let them come and learn so that what you are doing, they won't undo it in school. That is what most of the schools are doing, and they don't know. I'm coming for school owners and for teachers. Thank you all for joining me every Saturday by 7 p.m. We are here. And by the way, if you have any topic, any issue you want me to address on parenting, please feel free. I'm here for you. Feel free to get me a message. You can shoot me a mail. You can contact me on my social media platform and all of that. Thank you for joining me. See you next week, Saturday, same time, same venue. Thank you all. Until next time, keep parenting with intention.